All right, it's heavy hitter time. We are outside the Beacon Hill studio. Peter Kajis of the former Boston Phoenix, Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates, the man who has not ever thrown a fake chest pass to a camera. Go ahead, Cosmo.
Right there.
We'll explain that in just a few minutes.
First,
First,
you got a step.
the step is the key. We'll get to Rob Consalvo in a second. First, we're going to talk about the headline yesterday. Scott Brown in Iowa, perhaps checking out a possible presidential run, Peter. My question for you is, after hearing the discourse on this yesterday, are you as angry at Scott Brown as others for spending time in Iowa?
I'm not angry at Scott Brown. I think it's questionable whether it's front page news. But my God, Scott Brown is a statesman compared to, say, the likes of Ted Cruz, the Texas senator, whose most recent accomplishment is yesterday when he renounced his co-citizenship with Canada. So I say, Scott Brown versus Hillary Clinton, let's bring it on.
I'm not angry. I'm amused. I'm always amused by the maneuvers of potential political candidates, particularly on the national stage. He's out in Iowa. Look, I've been a fan of Scott Brown in the past. I don't feel any burning desire that he must run for president. But if this is part of the exploratory process, so be it.
Do you feel like he's job shopping here, though? Like, maybe I'll be a New Hampshire senator. Maybe
I feel like he's visibility shopping and doing what the kinds of things you do to keep yourself out there in whatever way you can.
Very good for billable hours at Nixon Peabody.
Well, there's always that, I guess.
We're talking about him, right?
Let's say he does run for president. Is it possible he would be running against one Joseph Biden, who we find out late last week, early this week, is getting set to launch a political action committee to support a run for president in 2016? Could this possibly be happening, Cosmo?
I actually think it could possibly happen. I think that he ultimately was a very important part of the ticket, obviously. I think he has strong support in some corners, in important corners of the Democratic Party. He has a lot of institutional support. I think it is possible. I really do. And I will say, he's a lot more impressive on the trail than you might think if you see him in person.
No,
the truth.
In person, Biden's very impressive. But Cosmo took the high road. I'm going to take another. I would hope that Joe Biden would pull a Jerry Ford. When he's out of office, play some golf, tell some jokes. He's had a very good run despite his occasional gaffes as vice president. He's a popular, lovable guy, and I think a presidential campaign would tarnish him.
Clint Eastwood once said, man's got to know his limitations. Joe has never been good at knowing that. However, he will be told, forget it at some point. Finally, let's talk about the Rob Consalvo for mayor ad. We've been wondering when some ads were going to get going on TV. I think we got a memorable one here, Cosmo. You seem to love the chest pass.
Are you kidding me? The first known set shot on record in 50 years.
Do you need a good jump shot to be mayor, I guess is the question.
Did the George Mikan drill not make the final cut? Give me a break. It looks like he's doing his Bob Cousy impersonation.
Listen, it's a brilliant piece of political advertising, and it's brilliant because it captures the real Consalvo, a feisty, energetic, populist sort of guy. My question is, you match that ad up against the, say, $500,000 that John Connolly just received from an education reform group, and which will make a bigger difference come the September primary.
Is there anything better than edited jump shots, Cosmo?
If you don't look, how can you say you're shooting a J if there's no J? When you don't leave the ground, it's not a J.
It's a faux jump shot?
It's a set shot.
I think the hitters can be sympathetic.
I think his shot is outlawed in the NBA now.
Hey, hasn't his campaign, or aren't they going to release video that shows him
shown a separate video of him making
6 in a row? So good for him.
I look forward to more Consalvo ads. I don't know if he's going to make the final two,
I want to see a nice three-man weave with him and Mike Ross and John Connolly and see who falls over first.
Cosmo Macero, Peter Kajis, they're the hitters. The Fox 25 News at 8 starts right now.